and y'all are coming back again with another lesson. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem, double understanding these old or ancient, right? He said Yahweh Bahashem. Bahashem means in the name, Yahushai. So in the name of his son, Yahushai. All right, that's whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right, the Savior of Israel and Israel alone. All right, and Bahashem is in the name, right? Haracha Kodash. All right, the Spirit Holy, or the Holy Spirit. Right, so like we got some connection issues, right? But we are yet this day in our captivity, right? So the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, right? You know, if you want to, and those Israelite foreigners that are scattered, all right, amongst the other nations that look like the other nations, we are all over the world. We are all under the curses of Deuteronomy 28 and other areas and of the Bible. We are all under the curses. Right now, we are a cursed people, so to speak, man. Right? Nothing is going right with our nation. Now, I'll say this. The only thing that's going right within our nation is the elect being raised up by the Spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that's going right. Right? And that's by the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And that's to do what? You know, why is the Lord, you know, after he's punished us greatly, and there's many reasons why, right? But after he punished us greatly, you know, caused a great portion of our nation, the men, to grow up fatherless, right? To have the Israelite woman against the Israelite man, and that's primarily with the Southern Kingdom, but you also have that amongst the Northern Kingdom too. You know, tribe of Gad, Reuben, different ones of the so-called we'll say Latino tribes, so-called, but or the other, let's say so-called indigenous tribes, right? The tribes which they call indigenous here in the Americas, right? And even around the world, you know, all those people that are under the same curses of Deuteronomy 28 that are around the world, they look like the other nations, right? The untouchables of India, all those different people. Yep, all those different people. So like, yeah, got some road work going on. But all those different people are also under the curses. Now, not every tribe is under every single curse, right? Some curses are more prominent, all right, amongst certain tribes. Like case in point, Benjamin, Judah, and Levi. Right, amongst the women of Benjamin, Judah, and Levi, what do you have? You have a bunch of bald-headed skittle-diddles with no hair in the middle, right? That's amongst Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Now, and then some of them are not bald-headed skittle-diddles amongst those tribes. You know, they got long, flowing hair, right? But the majority, you know, from wanting to be like the you know, the so-called white woman, or having a poor, or let's say subscribing to the poor American diet that's nutrient deficient because you need nutrients for your hair to grow, right? And just flat out, one day your hair was healthy, you was eating good, so there was no factors or outside disturbances to basically mess up your hair. One morning you wake up and your hair's falling out. Your hair could be falling out from stress, all kinds of things, right? But that's a curse, Isaiah 3rd chapter. That's a curse that's upon the women of our nation, but primarily the so-called black woman that's amongst Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. All right? I know a lot of Benjaminite women, they ain't got no hair. They bald head, skittle diddle, ain't got no hair in the middle. Definitely a lot of Judite women. Almost every Judite woman you see, either they got their hair straightened, they got a perm, it's short, when really it's supposed to be long and flowing. Long and flowing, right? It's short, it's brittle, it's thin, right? Or they ain't got no hair at all and they gotta wear a wig. You count the number of so-called black women you see with natural hair, which, as time has gone on, you start to see more and more black women with that's gone natural, so to speak, right? But that curse is upon our people, primarily amongst the Southern Kingdom, right? We're a cursed people, man. I was listening to a podcast earlier today, with Fresh and Fit, and it was featuring Tommy Sotomayor on Fresh and Fit, and they're explaining this whole day. A woman was overheating, but I'm gonna repeat what I said. Was talking about the child support. They could put you on child support. This is what they were talking about on a podcast with Tommy Sotomayor and Fresh and Fit. But they can put you on child support, and have the time going for the amount you have to pay. But then after they put you on child support, go continue to try and prove connection problems again. Well, already listening to this, I was infuriated, man. Primarily starting with what? The Israelite man, right? Those different avenues that the Israelite woman, especially the so-called black woman, have. Those different avenues are set up to destroy the family. All right? To destroy the family, to cripple the so-called Israelite, the Israelite man, Salakia, especially the so-called black man, financially, to have him indebted, even if you are the kids are at your place of residence and you are taking care of them, they can still have you on child support. So you can see how unfair and just wicked this whole society is. But this devil, Esau Edom, has done this on purpose. This was done on purpose. Right? So we're under the curses here. Right? We don't have no peace. Right? The scriptures say what? Know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. So there was a period of time where we were mentally enslaved and physically enslaved. Right? But now we are physically free, let's say, and a lot of our people's minds are still shackled. Right? So through this word brothers and sisters that are woken up to this word and have repented and are enduring in the true names and the true doctrine of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, all right, of the true power, the holy ones of Israel, okay. That's when the payments, look at that, 444 on his license plate, right? Which four represents, just as, the concept of everything starting in the mind, which is really where your spirit resides, starting in the spirit. We have been made through this. We have been made free through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Our minds have been unlocked. Our minds have been made free. The Lord has given us the eyesight to how things are actually, how things actually work in this society, how things actually are, the truth. And also has given us the faith, all right, to understand that this is not it, man. That this kingdom is not going to rule forever, all right? This is not the end all be all, as brothers say, right? Right? Which I hear that a lot from Elder Yashawamba, right? The end all be all, That's whom I got that from. I know other brothers probably say it, but primarily, this is not it though. There's something more. There's something more than this bitch ass society, right? Roads are freaking corroding. They always doing road work, concrete destroying your body. The fucking a lot of different, major cities are, you walk down the street, you smell shit coming out the sewer. This is like, in terms of opulence, this kingdom is a fucking shithole. Yeah, you can come here and make a lot of money, but in terms of opulence, like the kingdoms that came before America, the Persians and the Medes and the Babylonians, I'll say like the Babylonians, that was that head of gold. In terms of opulence, they were much, what's the word? Much more civilized than this place, man. Right? This is a fucking shithole. Right? We're subject to payments here, and we're under the curses all over the world, but everything is against the so-called Israelite man. But the Lord is, amen, he set us free in our mind. Even though we're in captivity, we're slaves, so to speak. Right? And it don't matter how much, throw this out there too, it don't matter how much wealth or money you attain in this current age, in this rulership, man. It don't matter. Like, you are going to be under the curses. So no matter how much money you make, if you're an Israelite, you are not going to be completely at peace. Right? You might have you might have a lot of comfort. Right? You might have comfort to where, basically almost a lot of different physical things that you want, you can buy. Because, you might be ultra mega filthy rich. Right? Or you might be, rich in this society. Let's say it like that. The elites is ultra mega rich. Right? And they can buy things that you can't buy. They put a limit on they put a limit on what you can buy. Right? So, yeah, so it's, no matter how much money you make, your people are still in captivity. Right? people are still in captivity. You're in captivity too, because guess what? You're subject under payments also. Yeah, you got, but guess what? You gotta pay tribute. You gotta pay them taxes, dog. Which is, there's ways if you set up a corporation, you can write certain things off of your taxes. You can even write the what do you call it? You can write the payroll off of your tax if you got employees. Lots of different things, but you still have to pay tribute. And there's still a ceiling. There's still a ceiling for you, man. That's why these different celebrities, they got a black card, right? They got a black card. If you become rich and you start putting out information, you got people out here we'll call truthers, right? That tell the truth about situations, not necessarily the Bible, but tell the truth about situations, and they're on the major platforms, and then these elites try to silence them or make something up so they can go to jail, right? So still, even though you are rich, you're still a slave, right? You're still, or let's say you are still under the power and the authority of this devil, right? The money that you make, he controls all the money. He controls all the resources. So you can try and be a billionaire, but you still ain't touching them elites that got so much you can't even, their wealth can't even be measured, right? Trillions and trillions of dollars, probably even more than that, because they own and they dictate all the resources, right? So you can be rich, but they can come and take all your stuff from you, right? The scriptures talk about charge them that be rich in this world that they be not high-minded. So you can get rich and think, oh well, I think this all myself. This is by my own power, my discipline and my determination. No, but the Lord made you rich, right? So it don't matter if you're rich, if you're poor, if you're in between. also say you got a lot of celebrities that don't have peace. Israelite celebrities, they don't have peace, even though they have money. They have money, but they don't have peace. They can't walk outside and not be bombarded by the paparazzi or fans, and they have no idea what different individuals is running up to them trying to do, man. So they don't even have peace. And the different things that they have to do to get in that position of fame and to obtain that kind of money destroys their souls. Right? Right? So, hey, those who are enduring in this truth, brothers and sisters that enduring in this truth, and the true doctrine of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? You're in the best position. The Lord has had mercy upon us. Right? You're in the best position. Right? And there's salvation if you endure to the end. So, hey, I just wanted to do a quick in transit with that. I'm gonna say shalom.